we're live. Phil, say hi.
Hello.
Hey, Chris. We already got Chris in the chat. Captain Corum, what's up, my friend? Brett is ready to talk about Pulp Heroes. And so is the captain. This is my kind of topic. I'm down to talk to Shadow and Rocketeer, says Brett. I like those two. Chris says, look at that. We got a good level of volume. He can hear us fine. He says, I look really good. You look okay. Oh, wait a minute. He didn't really say that. He just says we sound good.
Thanks, Chris.
Yeah, my voice is back. Oh, there we go. But you still can't see the chat?
Not yet.
What the heck? Hey, Larry. How you doing, Rev? Hope you had a good week. We are getting close to the end of the year. We got one more show after this one for 2023. We're going to take off Christmas. We're going to take off New Year's Day. We probably won't be doing anything then. We shall see what happens between now and then. You can't find the chat?
No, not coming up.
No, you might have to download the app onto the phone.
I think that's what it is.
Go ahead and try it. You got time. We'll keep talking. We'll let a few more people join us in the chat. Right now, there's 4 guys. 4 guys active in the chat.
Nice.
Yeah. So everything's going good. I'm going to pull it up. Can I do it here? Let's see. Yeah, there we go. There's Josh. Josh is already asking for the Doc Savage grid. Well, he's got to be a 7 strength and an 8 intellect. What do you think? Maybe a 5 fighting and a 1 energy. He didn't use a lot of weaponry.
Maybe some monster stats.
Well, yeah, he's strong and he's a super genius. So I like it. And he could fight. Hey, Tobin, how you doing? Thanks for joining us tonight. What do you think, Josh? 7 strength, 8 intellect? 100%. Josh agrees. All right. I am looking forward to a Doc Savage card. Wouldn't that be sweet? How about Brett? I'm going to tag Brett here. Is he superhuman strong? I don't think he's up there with the Hulk or anything, but yeah. Hey, Doug, how you doing? I think he is superhuman strong, isn't he? Do I need to be double checked on that, Brett? How much, Doc? Captain says he had a bunch of sidekicks. Yes. That would be a great teamwork card for all of his sidekicks. They all were unique in their own special way, for sure.
Hey, look at that. Chat's up.
Hey, there we go. Tobin actually likes Doc Savage also. See if they can make another 8 intellect under 20 points. Oh, wait, we just made Doc Savage a 21. I guess we could drop his strength 1 more point, make him a 6 strength with an 8 intellect.
Put him right at 20?
Yeah.
I don't think you need it with the intellect grids, though. There's just so many cheap intellect heroes.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I think Doc Savage would work really great with the Incredible Hulk. Doc's gang could become a team card like Reavers, USR. Yep, I like it. Doc Savage could come up with some really cool gadgets. An 8 intellect under 20. But you're right. I think he could be a 21 point and still fit on any intellect deck.
There are a few expensive intellect heroes, though. The 8s are somewhat expensive besides Fantastic.
Well, how much is Sinister?
He's 21.
21?
Yeah. Doctor Doom's 20.
Dr. Doom any good?
Yeah, with the MOE cards, he's decent.
Oh, they gave him something there?
Oh, yeah, they gave him like 4 new 1 per deck, so maybe 5. Yeah, he's pretty good. Okay. Neuron's 21, so yeah, they're...
I used to play Neuron a lot.
Yeah, so they're somewhat expensive.
Yeah.
The nice thing is Fantastic makes them all legal.
Right.
But yeah, you got some of the real expensive ones like Malbolgia.
Nobody plays him.
No. Although Keith did in the Battle for Boston.
Did he?
Yeah, he must have been trying to utilize the DZs because he was playing Malbolgia with Nightcrawler. They both had the DZ.
Oh, lockout?
Yeah, so the pin on either their self or their opponent. But I'm assuming that's what he was trying to do.
Okay.
I didn't see him on video at all.
They kept him off camera.
Probably good reason. You come up with a Malbolzadeki automatically off camera.
Andrew Taylor has joined the chat. Andrew, good to see you tonight. Josh says Lex Luthor and Mr. Fantastic are the
Luthor's-
only 8s below 20.
Yeah, Luther's an 18.
Um,
But you have a lot of 7 grids that are really inexpensive.
Inexpensive?
Yeah, you
That's mean under 19 or
got-
less?
Like 16, some of them.
What?
And you got Leader,
Oh,
Bastion. And if you want to go with the Negate, you got Mojo and Mole Man. They're both
Yeah.
16s. They're max 6s, obviously, but
Red Skull's 19.
Red Skull's 19. Yeah, he's really good.
Mr. Miracle.
He's 18.
There's one more DC.
Robin's 18.
Robin?
Yeah,
He's a
six-
child. I
six-
wouldn't use him.
6 fighting with a 7 intellect.
Mr.
And you got all the Batmans that are 20.
Yeah, there's one more in that DC set. I can't. The
Got
Mr.
Brain-
Miracle was the escape artist. Maybe that's it.
Yeah, I don't know. There was another 8 intellect besides Luther and Neuron.
Did I play Neuron, Red Skull, and Mr. Miracle?
And I think Fantastic.
And Fantastic. I think you're right. I had Fantastic in reserve. Yeah. Okay. That was a fun deck. Didn't do so well, but it was fun.
Yeah, Mr. Miracle.
Yeah.
Tempers a little bit.
Mr. Miracle.
I think you might even play the Trickster instead of Mr. Miracle.
I did try to play the Trickster. I liked him. Is he the one that had to draw a
shell
card
game.
from my hand?
Yeah, shell game. Pick
Shell
a card.
game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pick a card. If it's an attack, you can't defend it.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a tricky one.
Shadow King, double 7s for 16 points.
Yeah, he's inexpensive too.
Yeah. Brett says Lex Luthor has the Viking Prior-like card.
Yep.
Yeah, that beat me.
Art of the deal.
That card beat me in a OP Cup in Cincinnati.
Yep.
What was the Fox?
Matthew.
Matt. What was
Yeah.
Matt's last name? Was it Fox?
I can't remember.
Yeah. Matt played it on me, and
Yeah, he was playing Luther in reserve, I believe.
he was down to just Luthor.
And he'd mill his deck down if that's
Yep.
the way it went.
Yep. And we were in Power Pack.
Yeah, so you get all
So,
this.
let's see. Captain says Lex Luthor gets a bad rap and overpower. He actually has some good specials, especially by the DC Batman Superman standard.
Yeah, I mean, they're not terrible. He has the -6 to venture.
He
He's
says
got-
his Justice League expansion OPD is sweet.
Yeah, he's got a 2 that it makes 2 additional attacks, and that's offsuit at strength. He has a pretty good 6 energy. It's can't be defended with a certain icon or something.
Okay.
So he's decent. He's also got a card that lets him go and grab a power card out of the deck, as long as it's not intellect. So you can stack it with an 8 any power. It can be a duplicate. I
Oh,
believe.
wow.
Yeah, so you could get an 8
Two
intellect
eights.
and then grab the 8 any power.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's decent.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Captain says if you're running a pure intellect deck without any high energy cards, especially if it's a 6 energy, can't be defended by strength. He
Yeah.
thinks is
Yeah.
awesome. Yep.
That's pretty good.
Trickster is a 7 intellect too. He's a lot of fun.
Yeah, with a 6 energy, so he's
Yeah.
got a pretty decent grid.
Um,
Problem is he only has the 1 good card.
yeah. But that's all. Any of the DC. Well, most of the DC.
Yeah.
Is it not? Two-Face has some interesting cards, but is he max 6?
He's a max 6. Yeah. He's got the flip of the coin from reserve on the Hollow Hero. So draw a
Yeah.
card. If it's an attack, he gets to play it immediately.
Okay. And then
So similar to
Riddler?
like the Bakudo that you
the
play.
Riddler's got a nice card. It
Yeah.
can't be defended.
Yeah, he's got a 3 that you can only defend with a universe card. Although that's getting easier to defend now
Right.
with all the,
Some guys are playing some universe cards now.
with the locations.
Hey, there's Ricky. How you doing, Ricky? Good
But
to
I think
see you.
Robin's decent too. He's got that
Robin?
3 that you couldn't defend with a fighting icon. And he has a draw 4 like Flash. But he's a 7 hero
Yeah.
with a 6 fighting, so he's decent little teamwork.
I really like how more and more characters are playable.
Yeah.
And we'll get back to that, but competitive and playable are two different things.
Yeah, winning a tournament and
Right.
just having them on a fun day.
Yeah. Let's see. AJ! Power Pack sucks. Yes, AJ, it did that time. He had 1 through 8, and he just had one more card than me. I think I had 7 cards. But it was my own stupid event that got me. I drew Hideout Discovered in the very last hand, and I had a
Discovered your own
teamwork
teamwork.
placed. Yep. He would not have survived that hand, but that's the way it goes. Captain says, I want to figure out who has specials that can combine with Lex Luthor's that lets him place extra cards.
Yeah, you could do that with Hawkeye out of a sight,
Yeah.
or there's one out of Image as well, but it's not as good of a sight.
Captain says Riddler has a cool one per deck that lets him make power card attacks face down.
Yeah.
That is kind of cool.
Yeah, he has that, and then he has that three strength that's really offsuit that, like I said, could only be defended with a universe card. It used to be an auto hit, and it was normally for the kill.
Yeah. Is anyone playing who has been playing the Ray, using the Ray makes numerical attacks face down?
I only knew Keffer playing the Ray. I know Eric recently did, but
And Eric's not here in the chat yet.
I know Keffer did not play it.
He
Not
didn't
sure-
play it?
I'm not sure about Eric. Unlikely, but
Do you have to play that with an attack when you first put it in play?
you do not. And if they block it when you play it with an attack, that card goes away. The special goes away, as well as the power card. So
If they
it depends.
successfully defend it, the
Yeah.
very first defense gets rid of
The special
the
and
special and the
yeah,
attack?
because it's played together, kind of like a combine.
I mean,
So
couldn't you play it and then that's your turn?
Correct.
And then the next
you
turn,
can, you can do it that
you
way.
can play a power card.
Right.
If they defend it, that special still stays though, then, right?
Correct.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, but if you initially play it with an attack, they
Right.
both get defended if the attack's defended.
Right, and they could just negate it and get
Right.
rid of two of your
Or
cards.
avoid one attack, whatever.
Yeah.
A whole slew of things.
Hey, you remember back in the day when AJ used to show up live for our podcast?
Hey, well, we want to say you got a car again, so congratulations.
AJ, can't wait to see you,
We're-
buddy.
we're
Miss
hoping-
you.
We're hoping you can make it back out again real soon.
Yes. We only got one more show before the end of the year, AJ, so
Yeah.
you do anything next Monday night?
Don't miss the overpowered adventure party afterwards.
We'll invite Vlad and Sam down for that too. And Chris and Scott and Miles,
Have
they can
them
come
all.
up. Josh says, petition to swap the 3-rank Hawkeye artwork onto an IQ Hawkeye card.
Yeah, he's got some nice
Yeah.
artwork.
Daredevil has it as well. Daredevil can play numerical text face down.
Yeah, Blind Man's Bluff, I
Yep.
believe, the name
Yep.
of that one.
Captain says Hawkeye stats don't with Lex Luthor, but it's definitely a start. Well, no, you play Hawkeye out of a battle site,
Yeah, grab
and then you
Stark
play the
Enterprises.
Hawkeye special onto Lex Luthor that allows Lex Luthor to have additional specials placed on him.
Unlimited, as long as they're not duplicates.
Wow.
So it's really cool with a Beyonder deck, because you can stack all kinds of different specials on there.
Huh.
So that's what Eric used to try to do with his Scarlet Witch and X-Baby's Magneto deck.
Interesting.
You know, you get dual negates, 4 make an additional 6 minus 4. The problem is if somebody little Iceman's it.
What would that do?
Nothing. I mean, they wouldn't be able to place anymore. But
Oh, they could still
Yeah,
play them.
right.
Okay. Ricky says, I have a BK deck. Is that a Burger King? The Ray, Daredevil, Darkness with Strange in Reserve. Fun and annoying, but not the most competitive.
yes, that's those make attacks face down. I believe.
Yeah. Chris says, should be teams attacks face down. That would make it pretty powerful.
Yeah, that would be way better.
Yeah. Let's see. Don't do the BK with the attack, Ricky says. And AJ says, LOL, 2024 car. Way to go, buddy. Proud of you. You're all grown up now. Got a car payment. Captain says, oh, got it. Cool idea. Thanks, Phil. All right. We got a few people here in the chat. So let's, let's see. Doug Taylor. I think I saw Doug pop up in the chat too. So is he here?
I saw his son might have been on there, Andrew.
Andrew, yeah, and Doug. Okay, good. They're both there, so we give them a chance to vote. Larry, we're going to vote somebody off the island of Valhalla. Our 3 cities left right now: Orlando, Seattle, Vegas. Who you voting for, guys? I'm going to text the wife because she wanted to vote for Vegas, and if she's not there, she don't get to vote for Vegas. What do you think, guys? Where do you want to have Valhalla
I'll tell
in
you the vote.
2024? I'm gonna. Stephanie, my wife, doesn't want Orlando. I'm voting for Orlando.
Yeah, that's my vote as well.
Oh, are you? Okay, good.
Ricky's
So-
Orlando.
Josh, Ricky, Brett, and Larry all voted for Orlando. Oh, and Captain's voting for Orlando. Orlando is blowing it up.
Slow down.
AJ, I'm not sure what that means. Seattle is out. I can go Vegas, but are you going Vegas or Orlando? Tobin voted for
Tobin.
Seattle.
Seattle.
Hey, Howard. I didn't see you join the chat.
Howard, Vegas.
Yes, sir. Let's see. I don't know. I think AJ's voting for Vegas, but let's make it official. Would love to meet the yes, sir. That's the plan.
Yeah,
That's
the-
what we're trying to do.
That's the cool draw there.
Yeah. My wife says she is definitely voting for Vegas.
Vegas. Does she count?
Well, she needs to be in the chat.
No text messages count.
Yeah, we're not voting by text message.
Text message fees may apply.
Standard text rates apply. No, AJ, one or the other, Vegas or Orlando.
And/or. Yeah, he gave us both.
Oh, there she is.
Vegas,
Stephanie
baby.
showed up. She says Vegas. Oh, that's awesome. All right. Yeah, Josh, that is the sole purpose of being in Vegas. So
Vegas in the city. Orlando has alligators, and Seattle has a lot of rain.
who says
based on
that?
I think that's Chris. So, another
Alligators.
Another
Go on,
vote
Chris.
for him.
Even you can outrun alligators.
little legs.
All right.
He's neutral.
No, he's voting for Orlando, he says.
AJ?
No,
Yeah, AJ's neutral.
Chris.
Okay,
Chris.
I got Chris down.
AJ's neutral. Come on. Vegas would be expensive. I don't think so.
No, I think Vegas might be the most affordable, actually.
Airfare wise.
Yeah.
What about hotel wise?
I think probably that too.
Okay. Tobin, how far are you from Vegas? You voted for Seattle. Are you like maybe right in the middle? So we're going to have a really hard time not getting it to be Orlando next week.
Yeah.
All
Orlando's
you
probably
Vegas
in.
people better show up big time.
Yeah, you thought the Norses would vote, or the Taylors.
Doug. Andrew.
Doug and Andrew.
Well, what are you thinking? Let's make AJ vote for Vegas just to,
Just to get them in the
because
mix.
Orlando's blowing him away anyways. We got 8 votes for Orlando and only 3 votes for Vegas. Tobin is in Seattle. Okay, that makes more sense. Eric,
Oh,
is
I
that a
think he
vote for Vegas?
He wants Vegas, yeah.
Okay.
Vegas is cheap. Yeah.
Hey, Eric, now that I got your attention in the chat,
Seattle has more than rain.
Doug,
Place a CGC.
Eric, when you played the Ray, did you use his 1 per deck that allowed him to make numerical attacks face down? So, Doug, I'm taking that as a vote for Seattle.
They're
And,
not too far behind.
yeah, AJ, neutral due to airfare and how it would be the same. AJ, you just don't get how this voting thing works, do you? Everyone's favorite, Seattle-born CGC Spellfire. Yeah, boy, that was a long time ago, too. Okay. Did the Magic guy, what's his name, Garfield? Did he live in Seattle, too? Maybe. All right, Stephanie says, go big or go home. Doug says, yep. Garfield did live in Seattle. Okay, well, did he do Spellfire? Was that his first game and then he went to Magic? Maybe. Yeah. I'm not that big into CCGs to
Yeah, just
know
a
the
little
history. But, all right, so what do we got right now for Vegas?
4.
We got 2 for Seattle
Yeah, we got Stephanie, Howard, Eric, and we put AJ.
and
in.
AJ for Vegas. We have Doug, Taylor, and Tobin voting for Seattle. And Eric did not play the Rays One Predict because he forgot he had it. Doug, do you want Andrew to vote? Send Andrew a text, tell him to vote. Watch him vote for Vegas instead of Seattle.
We're going to Vegas, Dad.
There.
To Seattle.
Death Sickle Alpha. All right.
To Seattle.
Well, there's another Seattle.
Uh-oh. Magic
DSA
was
says
Spellfire second
Seattle.
first.
Magic was first. Spellfire is the second ever. The D&D guys had tons of fantasy art to use. Yes, they did. Yeah, Doug, we got you voting for Seattle. How about Andrew? David Williams. How you doing, David?
He likes Seattle.
David voted for Seattle. Seattle's making a comeback. What are we, 4-4?
Yeah.
AJ, I am the tiebreaker neutral. No, AJ, you're not. If we take you out of the Vegas,
Seattle win.
Vegas will hit the high road.
Yeah.
Or the low road this week. And be Seattle and Orlando for next week. Who else hasn't voted?
Yeah, where's Mike Villabalosa?
Michael, he would vote for Vegas.
Yeah.
Wow, where you guys at? Oh, we can't.
How many we got in the chat now?
I don't know. I can't.
20.
20?
We got a lot of people in here.
How many votes we got?
We got 16.
So there's 4 of you in the chat that haven't voted yet. One of them is Andrew Taylor.
Yeah.
Who else hasn't voted?
Oh, we went to 19, so maybe he hopped out of the chat for a minute.
Said if I got a vote, I ain't staying.
He abstains.
Let's see. We got Chris, who voted for Orlando. Ricky!
He'd win Orlando.
Oh, did he go for Orlando? Oh, yep, he did. There he is. Okay. And Larry voted for Orlando. Wow. Hey, Stephanie, you need to get somebody else to join the chat. A couple people.
Oh, down to 17.
vote for
maybe,
Vegas.
maybe Stephanie hopped out after she voted.
The captain says he's kind of hoping that Seattle beats Vegas by 1 vote to show AJ that Doug is right and he doesn't understand how voting works. Right now, that's the way it is. Seattle's got 4, and if we take AJ's vote off of Vegas, Vegas only has 3. Yes, Ricky, log into those burner accounts.
Yeah, you're supposed to have 50 or so.
Him and Dave McMillan each have like 100 different burner accounts. All right, now AJ just voted for Orlando.
Uh-oh. That means we got to take one off.
Take one off of Vegas and move it to Orlando.
All right. Seattle is winning then.
Wow. If Andrew Taylor votes for Seattle, it's all over for Vegas.
Could be, yeah.
We're at 4-3.
Unless Mike pops in.
Yeah. If Mike pops in, he would tie
Howard,
it.
you better get your sons on here if you want a Vegas.
Yeah, Doug, you got like 5 kids, man. Get them all in here voting. Although I think Seattle's going to have a hard time keeping up with Orlando next week.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to reach out. Oh, there's Josh says Orlando's going on the permanent. Yeah, Josh, I'm pretty sure once we get rid of Vegas, those 3 people are probably going to vote for Orlando. But there's Michael.
Oh,
Hey,
there
Michael. Thanks, man. Keeping Vegas on the record.
AJ, you should have kept your vote. Hop the train.
All right, Seattle and Vegas are
got
tied.
another Seattle.
Huh? Wait. Oh, who's that?
Don't know.
Pharma Mitch.
But he's in.
Mitch. All right. Thanks for voting for Seattle.
Mike, you better log off and go back in and vote again.
Mike, you have any burner accounts you can log into? Michael just got here. Yep, thanks. You want to log out and log in under another account? Vegas needs 2 more votes to pass Seattle. They need 1 just to tie. Andrew finally logs in and votes for Seattle.
Orlando's getting.
What are we, 6-4?
Yep, 6-4 and 8.
It ain't looking too good for Vegas, guys. All right. While you guys, we're going to give you just a couple more minutes to vote.
Imagine playing in the Space Needle.
Richard Garfield was from Seattle. I met him once. Oh, nice. Seems like a nice guy from all intents that I can see. I'm going to reach out to our Comic-Con promoter and see if they do anything in Vegas or Seattle. Uh-oh.
Right back,
Cyblade votes for Seattle. Sorry, Vegas. You're going down.
Hey, this is somebody new?
Yeah. Cyblade, thanks for joining the chat and voting for Seattle.
Doug called all his friends this week.
Yeah, Doug Taylor. Maybe that's all of his kids finally did log in. Well, not negate. Uh-oh. Charlie Hall just passed. Seattle voted again.
Wow.
Yeah.
They caught
Vegas
Orlando.
lockout incoming. Vegas, you're in trouble. Where we at? 8-4?
Yeah.
We get one more vote for Seattle, and they'll be tied with Orlando.
Oh, yeah, one more.
Wow.
9, 8, and 4.
Look at that. Seattle representing.
Imagine our whole hour takes up just voting.
No, we're not going to give them that long. At the very latest, we'll go another 4 minutes. Shut it down at 7:30 because these Seattle guys are probably paying people to come in off the street to vote. Wow, look at that. Charlie and Cyblade, 2 new names I don't recognize from being on. Thanks for joining, guys.
Yeah, we're up to 22 live.
Brett's putting on his suspicious face. This is great. All right. Orlando might be in trouble, Ricky. Well, if Orlando can swing the 4 Vegas votes,
Yeah.
then Seattle won't be too close.
No, this is just, we only eliminate one. Next week's the final.
Right. Where's Justin? Justin, you... Oh, Charles Hankins just voted for Seattle. Charles, thanks for joining the chat. Are you guys all in a play group there in Seattle?
Yeah, we get out there and there's one play.
Is that what we've stumbled across? There's a whole play group of Overpower in Seattle? That's awesome.
Let us know. Yeah, it'd be awesome.
They call on me to vote. Yeah, thanks for voting. Mage's Musing. Oh, yeah, we need Josh and Sean to log in and vote. Next week will be fun. This is fun. We're still at work. It's only 4:30 in Seattle. Oh, yeah, you guys are like 3 hours behind us.
Oh, yeah, they're in big trouble.
Oh,
Maybe it's going to
okay.
be like the
So
how
they
the ballot
can't-
swings late.
Yeah, they can't always be on the chats.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, how can we fix that for the voting next week to make it fair?
We're going to start at 6.
We're going to rig it so that Orlando wins. Poor Vegas. They got crushed.
Yeah.
Ah,
Sorry, Mike. Well, maybe Seattle's not
Seattle
too bad for
is
you.
the best, and we are shaking up the top rankings this next year. Andrew, Legion of Boom style, he says.
Yeah. Well, they are loud. They got a loud stadium.
There's
out
the
there.
mage. All 3 are a pay. Oh, what? Oh, he won't vote. Okay.
He
The mage
abstains.
says, yeah.
He's like AJ. He's probably related to AJ.
All right, so Sean doesn't want to go to Seattle, Vegas, or Orlando. I understand.
Just come to Columbus in February then.
Oh,
In
he's
August.
going to come in February, as long as there's not a big snow right before it.
Lack of snow up there.
All right, this is great. Promoted on your adventures for next week. Yeah, I will. I'll make a.
So we got 2 minutes of voting time left?
Yeah, we got about 1. We're down to the last minute, folks. So, do you know anybody? Vegas is in the same time zone as we are. Michael says. I don't think so.
I think they're.
They're an hour behind.
No, I
us.
think they're the same as California's winning.
Oh, maybe that's what he meant. Okay.
Yeah.
So Vegas is.
Yeah, I think they're all Pacific Standard Time.
Oh, well, now Sean's saying he could fly to Vancouver and drive to Seattle. Is that a
True.
vote?
Yeah, I think it's only an hour and a half or something drive.
An hour and a half?
I think.
Okay.
Or maybe even closer.
Cyblade, Seattle is known for its IML.
Instant message league. Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, Cyblade, I don't know what IML stands for. And only a couple hour drive from Vancouver. Not too bad, says Death Sickle. All right, guys, come on. I'm curious. Are you all in the same play group? Because that would be awesome. Ricky just logged in with burner account number 1. Oh, Ricky. I love you guys. All right. We're at the cutoff.
Valentine
Not a
says
vote,
not a
just
vote.
ponder the expensive route. The less expensive. Okay. All right, Vegas got kicked off.
The island? What's
Yeah,
for?
Vegas is gone. Sorry, Michael. Sorry, Stephanie. You guys need to have more friends because obviously somebody up there in Seattle is ready to rock and roll with some overpower. Let's see, Pharma Mitch. I'm in Vancouver. It's about 3 hours to Seattle.
Okay, yeah, I thought it was 2 hour drive.
Okay.
Nice.
Well, it depends on how fast you drive. You're right. But,
Yeah, they drive in kilometers up north. So.
but then he says I drive slow. Okay. All right. So what was the total vote count for Orlando? 9.
9 and 9.
Oh, Seattle got 9.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. So you Vegas guys are going to make the difference next week.
Yeah. It could be 2 and 2 though. Where's Keffer?
Oh,
Where's Marcel?
yeah.
Where's
Yeah. Where's Marcel and
Tyler and Derek?
Keffer? Ricky, have all those burner accounts ready, buddy. We're
Yeah,
gonna.
no BMG votes at the moment.
Yeah. Where's the BMG guys? They probably don't care. You know what, man? I really want to go to Orlando. But Seattle,
Maybe we can fly you out to Vegas.
we drive in kilometers, but still tell time in hours.
Thought it was meters.
Whoops. All right, I'm checking to see if they do a show in Seattle. The guys that we're trying to work with. You should do an online poll next week and put it in the description so people have a week to vote. Oh, Larry likes that idea. I don't. I like doing
Have
the
an
live
actual-
votes.
Yeah, I like the live
I mean, we've done live votes up every week. Now you want to do one online? I don't. Can that Overpower Facebook page allow polls?
Yeah, like a doodle poll or something. I'm sure we
I've
could set it up.
looked at that. I didn't see a way to do a poll,
Oh, really?
but not that I'm all that knowledgeable. I saw not yet, but I could be.
If some Seattle.
Okay.
I don't know that we-
Tobin is not in a play group up there. How about anybody else? For the poll, make it so people have to put their name so you can make sure people aren't double voting. Michael likes
good-
that too. I guess,
it's a good
Michael, you
idea.
like what? You like the idea of an online poll? I'll do it. All right. If you guys want that, I'm writing it down.
Sean says if he has to, Vegas wouldn't be bad because he could go gamble after he takes all of our money from the tournament.
Who said that?
Sean.
Sean. The way he gambles, he just give it all to the casinos. Brett says, I don't have Facebook. Don't disenfranchise me. Yeah, that's a good point. AJ and Vlad can't vote on Facebook either.
Or
How can we combine them? And the captain says he's not on Facebook. Announce online for a week for the live vote. If some Seattle guys show up at other tournaments, I'll consider Seattle. Yeah. Other tournaments where, Howard? We're not anywhere close to Seattle yet. What's the closest we've to Seattle? Oklahoma.
Yeah.
And that's probably still a good bit.
yeah, I would think that's a.
You guys need to go tomorrow home and enjoy your time with your family. Good job. Thanks, AJ. Who is sponsoring this tournament? It's actually going to be the North America Overpower League and BMG. And it's going to be orchestrated by Reverend Larry.
Yeah, this is the Valhalla tournament.
Right. He's had one in Virginia, Philadelphia.
Pennsylvania. I don't. It wasn't.
Wasn't Philadelphia? Somewhere in
He
Pennsylvania.
was wanting to do Philadelphia, and then he couldn't make it work with the location.
Okay. Yes, the Orange King is going to be the one running this tournament.
So the first 2 years, it was in like Amish country, somewhere in Pennsylvania. It was a nice venue though.
Okay.
Large.
When is this tournament, Eric? We don't have a date. Because we don't have a venue yet. Let's see. Then isn't it your call then, Larry? Yes. Actually, Larry wanted us to take a vote, and see where it would be held, where the most players would show up. And Larry could absolutely just say, well, oh,
he could stick
Michael,
in
are
like
you
you
going to
think.
try and bribe Larry to move it to Vegas? If so, my wife will chip in, I'm sure. Larry, what month do you normally run Valhalla? Was it
He had
July
been doing
or
it in August or September.
August or September?
Yeah.
Okay. Amish overpower with great handcrafted furniture to play on.
Came out there with my Coolio deck and gave him the
sometime-
Gangster Paradise.
Ricky's really narrowing down the date. He said sometime between January and December 2024.
That's true.
If it's in Vegas, Larry, I tried to help as best I could. In Seattle, I don't think I can. Michael, would you come to Seattle, though? Because Seattle just kicked Vegas' butt, and I don't think Vegas is going to be in.
Wait, does Vegas have odds though? We
What
forgot
are,
to.
what are the odds?
We forgot to put
Yeah.
a little extra buffer in there for him.
All right. I think we got to stick with the live vote, guys. I kind of like the poll. Wow, Larry, what do you think? You want to keep it live for next Monday night? Because if we go with an online poll, we lost 3 guys already who don't have Facebook.
Michael said he would try if it was in Seattle.
Okay. All right, Michael. Wow. Larry, I'll probably message you later. Maybe you can message me. Can we have a hybrid online poll and a live poll?
I don't know if you'd know who's voting though. Maybe you could.
Yeah, then some guys may vote twice. Well, wouldn't be the first time.
No.
Tobin, live vote is fun. Yeah,
I
I
kind of agree.
kind of like the live vote,
Yeah, I do too.
but I want to get as many people voting as possible too. I think if we go with the
We need
online
we
poll,
need
I'm
an absentee ballot.
Michael would have trouble bringing items to Seattle.
Right.
It depends on where we hold it, Michael, because if we find a really good venue, like we have here in Columbus, you could actually ship the stuff ahead of time and have it there waiting for you. The captain says, I think the original suggestion by Ricky was to leave the comments open for a week and just keep counting more votes made here.
Yeah, just continuous vote. That wouldn't be fair because we already eliminated this city last week. Salt Lake City got eliminated.
Yeah, somebody else. We had 5.
Did we have 5?
Did we eliminate before Salt Lake?
I thought that was it.
No, there was one more. There was 5. Vegas has lots of sun. Florida is great, though. All right. I like the live vote. But, you know, if we just do an online poll and add to it with the live vote. Seattle, baby, says SD12099.
Yeah, just jumped to the
Where's
lead.
all this Seattle support coming from? They barely made it last week.
Michael took over 200 pounds of stuff to OKC when he went.
What?
Wow. Yeah, he had his whole the bulk of his collection there right now.
Oh, he was showing off.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he brought a mini museum. All right, I
and
like
didn't
that.
even take time to build a deck. I had to give him a deck when I was out there. But I was
He
happy.
didn't have a deck?
No.
He just brought the museum.
Right, but I was happy to do it.
Sure.
That was a lot of fun.
Ricky says, I wasn't meaning the comments, just link to the poll here. All right. But you are in charge, whatever you all want, Doug. How many overpowered players are there in Seattle exactly? Well, I don't know. How many are in Canada exactly? Seattle got how many votes? 10?
Yeah,
Did you count that last one?
I did.
Well, he don't really count. It was after 7:30.
Oh,
So
Yeah.
they all technically got
Stricken from
9,
the record?
but that's 10 people, Sean, that voted for Seattle. And we only had 9 people vote for Orlando. Oops, okay. I am offering another option. Well, the captains. You can start the live vote, allow people to make more votes in the comments, announce the winner the following week. Oh, boy. Yeah. AJ likes the live vote. He thinks that's the fair way. And Michael said that was a lot of help. Thank you, Phil, for bailing him out.
Like I said, any time it was my pleasure.
Are those people from Seattle? Well, I know at least one of them was from Vancouver.
Okay. Yeah.
Outside of that, I don't know if they're from Seattle. And I'm hoping if they vote for Seattle, they'll actually show up.
Yeah, we better not get out there and have 2 players.
That wouldn't be much fun. I'm just curious about the number of players local to Seattle. What brought Seattle up as an option? If you host it, Tobin says they will come. All those people were from Seattle except one from Vancouver. Doug, do you know
how many players do you have out there, Doug?
Yeah, how many? That's awesome. Think about it and let us know next week, Doug. No, I'll let you know before then because I want you to go on here next week to vote. I'm pretty sure we're going to do a live vote again, but we'll post it.
Yeah, Seattle could be fun.
In August?
Bring your umbrella.
Well, the Mariners could be home.
Yeah.
I've never been to a Seattle baseball game. I've never been to Seattle.
Yeah, like I said, they would have had me sold 15 years ago for sure.
King Griffey?
Yeah.
That's longer than 15.
Has it been longer than 15? Yeah, probably.
Yeah. I don't remember when the Reds picked him up.
99 maybe? 98?
99?
So 25 years ago, Griffey was in Seattle? Wow. Yeah, I guess I was in junior high when we got those autographs from him and his dad.
You still got those?
Yeah.
Did you have them on a poster?
I have it on a poster.
Yeah, me too.
You still have it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I still have it too. Yeah, his dad was in the red uniform and he was in the Mariner uniform.
All right, guys. Andrew Taylor isn't on Facebook either. I think we're just going to leave it right here.
Yeah.
It'll be a live vote next week. We'll post it in the Overpower.
And we actually got to have a set time from 7:15 to 7:35 or 7:40 or something.
All right. If you think so. I mean, we haven't had a set time yet. And, I mean, we doubled the amount of votes we had last week.
Yeah, we did.
Of course, it's all those Seattle guys. Jimi Hendrix and Alice in Chains were from Seattle.
And I think
Yeah,
wasn't Kurt Cobain from there too?
Kurt Cobain? He might have been.
Nirvana's
yeah.
lead singer.
Sean says you might even get some of those adventurous California types. Yeah, somebody from California may wander up to Seattle. I got a ball signed by junior and senior.
Yeah, that was a fun event.
Yeah, I don't remember.
It was right during the NFL draft. I remember listening to the NFL draft in the van going up there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so it was sometime in April.
I was thinking I got 2 posters signed.
Yeah, you could have.
I can't remember, but
I know me,
they're
Mark,
around somewhere.
myself, Mark, and Joe all got one.
Specify time zone. I always do, Ricky, just for you. Every time I make a post, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Always, just for you. Let's see. Yeah, a lot of people congratulating Larry on his autograph ball with Ken Griffey, and senior and junior.
Sounds like a pretty common signature now, huh?
Well, there for a while they traveled around a lot. I don't know if they still do shows together or not. I think, all right, guys, that's it. Vegas has been kicked off the island. Next week we'll do Seattle versus Orlando. Wow.
Come down to the champ.
Yeah, if you guys, you Orlando guys, you better pick it up a little next week because Seattle came. They came hard. Yeah, look at that. 10 of them. It would be nice to have some new players.
Yeah, that would be a blast. We could get an additional 10 or 12 players.
And
I was asking Doug how many players he has out there.
Josh says we can go to Sealando.
It's like SeaWorld, right?
Yeah. I wonder, where's Josh Alexander? Is he in the chat? I haven't seen him yet. I wonder where he would have voted for. Those two choices couldn't be further apart. You're right. Yep, we're on one end or the other. You know, I got a feeling Seattle's going to win. I don't know. Because if we go to Orlando, we can get Theo to show up. some of you new guys may not know Theo was one of the brothers who created the game. And he will be there if we do an event near Orlando. Chris, Shamu has an 8 intellect stat.
Nope, he got caught.
Wow, he just overpowered. Man, I really want to go see Theo in Orlando. We're going to have to get Theo to come on to the chat and vote next week.
But there might be something cool for Bruce Lee out in Seattle, too. I think he may have had his martial arts studio out there.
Bruce Lee doesn't have an overpower card, though.
No, but he needs one.
All right.
Shang-Chi's cousin or something.
We could add him to the Pulp list.
Yeah, get him in
we
the
can find a
Pulps.
way. Yeah.
We can do that. We have to put Chuck Norris in it.
Yeah. I'll take a Chuck Norris card.
Yeah. Well, I think
Time
we
for a
found our
road
new,
trip for all you Seattle folk.
We found your new IP for BMG.
Yeah, BMG, if you're listening, we want a Chuck Norris IP. Orlando, just a
Power
hop,
mimic,
skip,
right?
jump away.
But he doesn't mimic anyone. It'll just be power.
Oh, man, if you guys have never played a power mimic, it's so fun. See the look on your opponent's face when you pull that out and just
Yeah,
surprise
Bruce Lee,
them.
the first 9 fighting. That's right.
Yes. I like that, Josh.
He'd be one of Doug's new cards, the equipment.
There you go. Oh, we need to talk about equipment cards if we have time. We're at 7:45 already, 47. Shang-Chi isn't enough of a Bruce Lee proxy for you already. No, he's not even an 8.
Yeah, he's only a 7.
Yeah.
Hey,
Shang-Chi is
Bruce.
Dollar General Bruce Lee. Yes. Yes.
Was that who was that?
That was Chris. Doug Taylor says, me and Andrew have taught the game to some other people, and I reached out to some old people from my CGC days that used to play. Many still have their cards. That's awesome. I don't want to go to Seattle. I want to go meet Theo. But you almost talked me into voting for Seattle next week.
They said Chuck Norris always bet 7 for the win.
I like that, Sean. Yeah. Bruce Lee hero would be a beyonder, says AJ. Man, wouldn't that be great? All right. So next week.
We know what Vlad's going to... Vlad's probably printing them already.
Hey, speaking of Vlad, yeah. I hope Vlad gets on here. Wow, we're going to have a hard... we're going to have to find out what time Vlad can vote.
Yeah.
We haven't even talked Pulp Hero Overpower yet. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Make this,
Yeah, we did Doc Savage.
if you need to end at 8, please make this the discussion topic for next time. I got a feeling the voting's going to take up the whole hour next week because Seattle is going to come stacked. Wow. This is great. My wife's not going to be happy with me. How do we get Vegas back in there?
Yeah. She's not going to be happy that she missed the Chuck Norris talk.
I think she likes Chuck Norris.
Yeah, that's what I mean. She missed it.
Where's Waldo is hiding because of Bruce Lee. All right, guys. Tentatively, 7:15 to 7:45 next week will be the voting. We'll do a live right here, and to all you that are on the Facebook page, we'll post it there to remind you. The captain says, please keep in mind for early 2024 then. We got like 10 minutes left. All right, we will redo the pulp. Wait a minute. Who are your top picks for pulp other than Doc in the Shadow? Vlad would say Vegas, but he's coaching right now. You're right, Michael. I think he coaches till 7:30. Chuck Norris's tears cure cancer. Too bad Chuck Norris doesn't cry.
Yeah, they don't know.
Doug, get me thinking about Solomon Kane. Yes! Solomon Kane. Oh, my gosh. The Phantom and Zorro. Yes. You guys are taking all my thunder. I would have brought up Solomon Kane. He is... I enjoy reading Solomon Kane stories even more than Conan. The Phantom would be a great pulp hero. Zorro would be excellent. I would like to have some Western heroes in there. I don't know how we can justify them as pulp, even though there are a lot of pulp stories that were Westerns. Two Gun Kid,
the
Rawhide Kid from Marvel.
The
And
Lone Ranger.
The Lone Ranger. I think we could do that. Yeah, let's do the Shadow for sure.
We talked about him.
What did the mage beat him to? What? Check. Oh, yeah, he did, Ricky. He types a little faster than you, I guess. The Shadow. Tobin, I would love to discuss the Shadow possibilities. And I think I go to 2 pulp conventions a year. I think there's only 2 left that are of any real pulp. What's that? What are you laughing at?
Mage says Chuck Norris doesn't have any Reserve War defeated mission piles. They always start and completed.
There is a couple of small pulp conventions that are trying to get off the ground that don't do anything like the Chicago and Pittsburgh ones. But I think I could get a lot of those guys into the game. A lot being, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 at least at each con. So I would love the Shadow. You got to make
Is
him
that
what?
number 1?
8 intellect,
Yeah,
7 fighting.
pretty smart.
Yeah. The Shadow's got to be the first character to get a card that says Shadow or teammate may avoid 1 attack. Not of 9 or less, avoid 1 attack. And it's not a 1 per deck. No, it's not a 1 per deck because the Shadow takes care of his own. What's the best way for me to get info about pulp conventions? You're not on Facebook. I don't want to tell you to get on Facebook, but you might want to get on Facebook. Email me. You've emailed me before, right? Just email me, and I will let you know when they are. It's the Windy City Pulp and Paper Con. It's in April, I believe. Oh, man, I need to check that date because I already paid for a table.
So let me get this right. You want Shadow to be an 8 intellect, 7 fighting with a straight teammate avoid for the whole team.
Yep, that's a good start. His strength can
He
be
can't
like
get
a 1, and energy can be 1 just to keep him low point total. Doc Savage gets a negate. Why don't we give a negate to all the Pulp heroes just for the fun of it?
Yeah, since DC and Image didn't get any.
Yeah. All right, Captain, I'm sorry. Chicago's got one in April called the Windy City Pulp and Paper Fest, and Pulp Fest is in Pittsburgh. I believe it's in August. Might be September. I will.
You just went to that, didn't you?
I did. I went to both of them. And Pulp, I'm going to write this down. Pulp cons. I'll get you dates and we'll announce them here. Or you can email me and I can email it to you and I'll announce it here next week. Man, we're going to have so much fun next week. I've never had so much fun planning an episode. Chris said Spawn needs a negate. Chris,
Yeah, he
go
does.
home. Tarzan would be an excellent pulp hero. There's so much there. And most of, are those guys in the public domain? Robin Hood. I would love a Robin Hood card. Man, Sean, come on.
Steals all your missions and you get,
Yeah, he gives them to his own teammates.
that wouldn't be good. Robin Hood's bad.
John Carter. Yes, John Carter.
Yeah, we mentioned him, didn't we?
Yeah, we've had him come up before. How about what? Phantomos? Sorry, Josh. That's a name I'm not sure. Phantomos. I need to investigate. Let's see. The Shadow. Hypnotize. Target character. Discard a place power card. Hypnotize acts as that power card against one of target's teammates.
Yeah, it's just like the hand.
Yeah, the hand has that card. Yeah, that's good. There needs to be a team with John Carter, Flash Gordon, Buck Rogers, and someone else. I love all those guys. Oh my gosh, I wish. Is BMG in here listening? We're setting you up with your next expansion. And Elijah Thor's, yeah.
And I'm
of
wondering if
course.
any of these are IP protected.
Most of them are going to be.
Because they're older than
Yeah, they're over 100 years old.
yeah.
So I don't know how that would work.
John Wick.
John Wick.
I don't think he's.
Not in the Pulp expansion, but John Wick.
He could come out with a Bruce Lee and
Chuck Norris in the same set. I like it.
mega powers.
Martians from the War of the Worlds. That would be very interesting. Phantomos is a French thief character, basically French pulp fiction from the same era. Jules Verne stuff. Jules Verne, Around the World in 80 Days.
Yeah. 180 days. Wasn't it?
Code, Around the World in 80 days.
180 days.
180 days, whatever. Conan always has my first vote. The BMG guys, they are looking into the possibility. Captain, come on. Did they really say that? This chat is blowing up. We're going to be here a while, Phil.
He wants a Guyver.
Captain Nemo. You know, the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. You guys all saw the movie, read the comics, right?
Yeah.
Captain Nemo was very cool in that series. Not Pulp, but I want a
Phantom of the Opera.
MacGyver.
Is that MacGyver?
Are you talking about MacGyver? How about who's the Captain Nemo card? Would be sweet. Not Captain Nemo for sure. Phantom, Mark of the Phantom, accident level 6 fighting attack is a successful target character, but not be defended by teammate or participate in teamwork attacks. That's being creative. I like that. The Phantom of the Opera, Lost in Space, 80 days, says Michael, Around the World in 80 days.
Okay.
Public domain. Tobin, League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Yeah, we're all on the same page.
The Human Target.
The Human Target. I don't think he'd be in the public domain. He might be. Sorry, guys. I got my voice back, but it's not as strong yet. Let's see. Universal monsters to go along with Dracula, Wolfman, Frankenstein's monsters. Who was the great big tall guy? Gulliver's Travels. Gulliver. Guyver is a movie. All right. Flash Gordon. Yeah. Classic monsters.
Yeah, Wolfman, Frankenstein,
Yeah,
Dracula. Oh, we got Dracula.
Yeah, I got a feeling those guys aren't.
Too far.
They got to be in the public domain.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure the studios would be pretty protective about them. That might. Yeah, there's so much details. It's a good thing they got a good IP lawyer at BMG. They told me they got the best.
Yeah.
I think they did get a good one, to be honest with you. IP is such a strong field. Let's see, classic monsters. You just know Elijah Thoris and Woola would keep helping out the team after Carter got KO'd. Josh, whoa, wait a minute.
Take care,
yeah,
Larry.
okay. All right, Larry, we'll see you next week. Be on before 7:15 so you can vote. Constantine.
That's another movie, I believe.
Yeah, but he's from like the 1980s.
Yeah,
DC
it's not very
Comics,
old.
Vertigo. That won't happen. I was talking Guyver from the early 90s movies, but MacGyver would be something. Guyver from the
Yeah,
early 90s.
he gets keep dupe avoids. Called paperclip.
Who's Guyver from the early 90s? I don't know.
I don't know that.
Don't know. All right. I will reach out to Ron and Joe, the guys at BMG, and let them know that we really want a pulp expansion. There's some great ideas there, some great characters. How about Peter Pan? That'll make Vlad happy.
That'll make
Vlad's really looking
Chris
forward
would
to
be,
Peter
Chris
Pan.
would be happy too.
I'm out. Okay, Michael, please make it next week so you can vote. Thanks for coming. Guyver was a rubber suit superhero.
Well,
I don't remember.
no, I don't either.
Yeah. Okay. Chris is mad at me for not remembering him, I guess. I don't know. Sorry,
Yeah,
Chris.
no, he wants the Peter Pan special.
Oh,
Arg,
yeah, he
arg.
wants Peter Pan.
Arg.
Captain Hook.
Captain Hook.
We need more pirate characters. Yes, Josh, we do. Can we get the One Piece characters? Oh, no. Probably not. If you guys haven't watched One Piece, I enjoyed it.
Blackbeard.
Blackbeard. You know what? We can get Blackbeard. He's a fictional character that's over 100 years old, right?
Yeah, I'm sure he is.
Yeah. And maybe a Redbeard.
Yeah.
I like it. Pirate characters, some westerns, mostly pulp heroes.
John Wayne.
John Wick. Come on. Yeah, that's hilarious. I don't know how we can make John Wick work, but hey, anything's possible, right? Japanese TV show hero from pre-90s. Guyver. Doug, I was messaging whoever from BMG has the overpowered username on the
Conan.
Discord about if Conan is public domain and if they're going to make cards for him. Here's what he said. Captain, I'm sitting at the edge of my seat. Vikings, Eric the Red, Ragnar Lothbrok? Okay, I would love some Vikings. Is Godzilla public domain? No, Godzilla is not public domain. I believe Godzilla's having a 75th anniversary,
Yeah, he can't do much
75th
older than
birthday
that.
coming up in 2024. And one of the cons that used to be here was going to have a 75th birthday party for Godzilla, but they left the convention center, and so now I don't care about them. Copyrights can be murky depending on country and a number of issues. We are evaluating it. I like it. I don't know. They just sold the rights, the comic rights. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. Yeah, we'll be optimistic. Yes.
As long as it's Arnold Schwarzenegger, Conan.
Arnold on the card, the Conan hero card, character card. Trying to get away from calling them hero cards because they're our villains, so they're actually character cards. But Arnold on the Conan character card, that
We could
would
probably
be
get
sweet.
autographs here. We have the Arnold
Yep.
Sports Fest here.
There
Arnold
was
Memorial.
last year or 2 years ago, he was here autographing a comic book that had him on the cover. I don't remember what it was about, but no, I didn't see him. I don't know where he was autographing at, but it was interesting, to say the least. Captain, the overpowered username on Discord, I don't know who takes care of that, but they're a small group of guys doing a whole lot of work, so I'm sure that they are really considering it. Arnold says, screw your freedom. Yeah, I know. Oh, Scott Flint finally
Wash your hands. Hey, Phil.
said,
Hi.
says hi. He said, Doug still looks a little bit better than you, Phil. I don't know why he keeps saying that, but, you know. Scott, even though you're way late,
Well,
next
we
week,
can't give him a vote now.
and you can't vote this week, but next week it's going to come down to Orlando or Seattle, and hopefully you can take some time off of your PlayStation to log on and vote for one of those two. All right, how many guys we got in the chat now? Are we losing them?
15, so
15.
still there.
Okay. I'm glad you guys like the pulp idea as much as I do. I think it'd be a lot of fun. And for those of you on Facebook, check out my equipment card post that I put up the other day, yesterday maybe.
Yeah, the pulp set's almost as big as an image.
Oh, you didn't write down everybody.
Yeah,
You got a good start. Yeah, that's good. It's almost as big as image. How many characters were in an image set? 12?
19 maybe.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it that low?
Yeah, I believe so.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You got 11 on your pulp list already. Okay. Check out my post about an equipment card. I would like to have something that a character starts in play with and cannot be removed by another card in the game. That'll make more characters playable. Brett says there were 22 in image, by the way.
22, okay.
I think we've had that come up before, and Brett corrected us then, too. I would like to be able to add +1 to any one stat on a character without costing 1 point. A 6 or less character. Right. I don't want to make a 7 an 8, or an 8 a 9. But anyone who's 6 or less, which I know it includes the babies, but it does make the babies a 6. Just give them +1 without adding to the point total. Somebody said they wanted to add +1 but cost 2 points. I don't like that because Mysterio then becomes a 19-point character and jumps him to 21 and makes him a 7.
Or Green Goblin on 22.
Yeah. Instead of keeping them where they're at, or bump them 1 and allow them to be played for the same amount of points. I don't think it's going to break anything.
Yeah, that's why when I made Green Goblin, I gave him a card that bumped his strength and his intellect both to 7. And when you play that card on him, you get to draw a card. So it's essentially like an equipment card that you're mentioning.
Well, it depends on when you get it, though. I mean, if you get it 5 hands
you can
in, he may already be dead.
Yeah, but you can put 5 of them in there if you wanted. Because every time you play it, you still get to draw the card. So it's not a waste of a card.
You can play it even if you've already erased him.
Right.
Okay. All right,
So
yeah.
at least gives you the card to replace it. So
Right.
you're not down.
As long as it ain't a dupe or an event.
Right. Hey, take that risk.
Well, right now you'd have to, but I think if we can get some kind of equipment, I would like +1 to all attacks and put it on the character.
Yep.
But, not randomly. I
Right.
mean, maybe that equipment card does cost you a point total, build
Right.
total.
Yeah, they try to do that with some of the heroes with inherents, like Black Cat's +1 to attack with fighting power cards, or
Yeah.
somebody's +1 for defense. In this,
But that's too specific.
it is. Yeah.
And I also believe every hero card should have an inherent ability. Every character card.
Every
should have
character?
it. Yeah, because every character is unique.
Even the 8s.
Well, they're unique,
Hmm.
right? I mean,
Yeah, that's just.
Let's just say there was a Thanos. Thanos can do something that no other character in Marvel can do.
Right.
So let's give him a little inherent. It doesn't have to be a real powerful inherent.
Yeah.
It may not be attached with a level 2 power card or less.
Yeah.
Something along those lines.
Yeah, because initially the only character that was an 8 that had an inherent was Malebolgia, and it was a negative effect. That he couldn't use the energy for attacking or the intellect to attack or whatever.
Yeah, and I think that's fine. I think it should be more middle of the road to a bonus. If you build your deck right, you can make it work. I just think every character is unique. Well, most characters. There are some copycats like Robin and Robin and Robin. But, yeah.
Nightwing.
Let's see. Chris says, I thought a fighting area card could be fun. Have objects like sewer lid, garbage bin, car, street post. Yep. I have an idea for a deck using the new BMG Odin's Vault and the grid buff artifacts. A 9 would be meaningless as there's... Yeah, I know. It was just something funny. Yeah, I don't think we should bump an 8 to a 9 or a 7 to an 8. Ricky says, unless you create level 9 power cards that can only be
Yeah.
used by equipped characters.
Sean was just saying that the 9
Right.
was
And
worthless.
Ricky comes back and says, well, let's be creative and create something. I like it, Ricky. A couple 8s have inherents now. Used to be just Malebolgia.
Yeah,
But
they gave
now
one to
Dracula does.
and-
Everyone having an inherent would give the designers another level beyond just the grid. I agree, Josh. And Mephisto is MOE counts. If MOE counts. MOE doesn't count. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. All right. We haven't got rid of the MOE cards yet. I either want to get rid of the MOE cards or make them available. Everyone should be able to go. Oh, did I tell you? I got a set of MOE cards coming in the mail.
No, did he?
I got
You're gonna love 'em.
You're gonna love them. It's something. Hey guys, I'm gonna be in New York at the Big Apple Comic Con Saturday. Are any of you guys gonna come? If you do, and I'll put this in Facebook too. Anyone who comes up and says, "Hey Doug, I've watched you on YouTube. I got something special for you. A free gift. It's a card. You're gonna love it. It's unique. It's not playable and
Like that
overpowered.
fun?
Well, it kind of is. I'd have to look. Vlad had them made for me,
Okay.
and they look really cool. I'll tell you off air. But if anyone comes up and just introduces yourself to me, say hi, I got something special for you. I'm going to have like 25 of these cards with me, and when they're gone, they're gone. No, I don't expect to give out all 25 to you guys, but that would be great if I did. So if you're in New York this weekend and you're coming to the Big Apple Comic Con, stop by, say hi. I have a table there as Heroes and Games, not as Overpowered Adventures. They have said that they would love to have Overpower there in April. So if you know anyone in or around New York that would love to get together, hey, Vlad, yeah, you're late, as usual, but you're just in time. All right, Captain says, Chris, that guy, that's exactly what the Stern brothers did with Power Players, the first draft of Overpower.
Yeah, Chris had mentioned putting like dumpsters and cars and lampposts. And
On the battlefield?
Yeah, and Theo had alluded to that. That there were going to be objects and
Yeah.
you could climb up above so you couldn't get hit with them and things of that nature. But
Josh says maybe equipment could be a part of locations / battle sites. Hey, Vlad, sorry you're so late, but Vegas got voted off the island. Next week it'll be between Seattle and Orlando. I hope you can show up in time to vote. One day I'll my channel at cons, but not this weekend. When I do, I'll coordinate with you so we can get a beer. I'll be happy to.
a root beer for Doug.
Yeah, I don't even drink sodas.
Oh, yeah, you quit doing that too, didn't you?
Oh, dude, it's been like
Yeah.
5 years since I
Yeah.
had a soda. But Sean, what is your YouTube channel going to be about? Is it
It's
D&D
D&D,
probably?
yeah.
All right.
I think that's what it's called, Muses Amazings or
Mages Musings.
or-
Hey, if you do that and you want, how soon you plan on doing that? Maybe we can do a live stream together at the
He's
Big
already-
Apple in April.
He's already got a channel, and I know he's got over 1,000 subscribers now at this point.
What?
Maybe a little more than 1,000. What's your number at now, Sean?
What? No, I don't care your number.
And
Tell
put
us
your-
the title.
Yeah, put the website in.
Put it. Yeah, link to it. We'll promote you to all 150 of ours. Fine, you can have water. American beer is water anyway. I think the Big Apple Con in April is a 2-day con, so I will be there for that one also. But I'm only going to come with the channel and with Overpower. I'm not 1,200 subs, he says.
Nice.
Okay,
There you
that
go.
is awesome. What's the title? But in April, I'll be there just hanging out and hopefully meeting a whole bunch of you guys as we get, I don't know, 15 or 20 of you to show up to play some Overpower, hopefully. They've already said they would love to have us. They'd love to have us this weekend, but a little short notice. And I have a table to run. In April, I'm not getting a table. I'll just be there to hang out with you guys. And maybe Sean on his YouTube channel. That'd be sweet. Well, Sean, what's
I believe 99% sure it's called his title of his name on it.
Mage's Musings?
Mage's Musings.
All right, I'll look it up and I'll try and remember to put it in the description. Vlad, what we're going to try and vote next week from 7:15 to 7:45. Vlad, can you get on there by then, or is that just? Scenes. It's the show's called. Okay, gotcha. My puppet wizard is trapped in a soul gem, talking D&D. All right, sounds great. I will try and figure out how to put a link in the description. One more new thing. Vlad, what time do you guys get done with soccer practice? We are down to one more episode for 2023. That'll be next Monday. Let's vote Orlando, Seattle, and see. Chris says, I asked for American cheese in Canada. Man, they laughed so hard at me. Yeah, but Chris, it probably wasn't because of the cheese order. Well, why would they laugh? American cheese? I don't know. I got laughed at pretty hard in Boston when I ordered a Italian sub with just the meats and cheese.
No, that's not when you showed up with a deck without an cake.
Yeah, they didn't laugh real hard at that. They just chuckled under their breath. Nobody laughed. I'll pre-vote. What do they call it?
Royal cheese.
Royal cheese.
Prime Minister cheese.
American cheese can be very good, says Tobin. The look on that guy's face.
It's not a real cheese,
Just meat and cheese on a sub.
Yeah.
So you don't want oil? No. You don't want lettuce or tomato? I said, just the meat and cheese. And his buddy was just cracking up laughing. He couldn't believe that this guy couldn't understand that I just wanted meat and cheese. It was fun. Yeah, what kind of cheese did you end up with, Chris? Cheddar.
Yeah, it's sort of like American.
It's close enough. You probably couldn't tell the difference, right? All right, guys, it's 8:15.
Yeah, and I gotta, unfortunately.
Yeah, you got a long drive tonight. All right, so we're going to wrap it up. Thank you for everyone who came tonight. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook. I know we're not real active on there, but we're getting better. So you guys have a great week, and let's vote for Orlando next week.